Yeah! What's good, everybody in the live stream? We are here with my boy, Shoe Game MD. Let's listen to some Travis. Let's listen to it real quick. Let's listen to what Drake got to say. Yeah! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's turn up. Let's turn up in chat. Let's get it.
Yo, I can't hear any music.
You personally can't hear no music? How about on the stream? On the stream, you should be able to hear it, no?
Oh yeah, there it is.
You hear it on stream, right? Yeah. Yes, sir. So we are back. We have my boy Shoe Game MD. Say what's up to the stream.
What's good, stream? How's it going? How's everybody doing? Excited to be here, man. This is a long time coming. A long time coming.
Yes, sir. Been trying to make this happen for quite some time, and today is the day. You guys already know how we started off. We go over some sneaker news. Let me share my screen so then you can see what I'm looking at as well. Let me see. Do you see my screen right now? Can you see it on Discord?
Let me see. Watch. No, I see. It says watch stream.
Yeah, hit watch stream. Hit watch stream.
Oh, let's run it. Oh yeah. There we go.
You see it? You see it? You can see my screen?
Yes.
Bet. Let me see. Is audio good? And also Shoe Game's volume is low. Let me turn them up a tad then, y'all boys. Let me turn them up. All right. So first piece of sneaker news. We're a little late to it, August 3rd. But we have the A Ma Maniére still dropping. What's your thoughts on these A Ma Maniére airships? I've been seeing a lot of people liking them. I like them. I wanted to get your thoughts on them.
Yeah, I mean the airship is awesome. It's the first shoe that Jordan really wore before he had the OG Air Jordan 1. And it's just a classic, a real classic basketball shoe. A Ma Maniére, they pretty much stay in that lane with as far as high quality materials. I love the vintage midsole they got on there. The colors are simple. If you're looking for a simple shoe but got some high quality materials, I don't think you could go wrong with it. I think it's going to be an easy pickup, especially for people that like them. I don't know if it's going to hit that hype, radar that everybody wants and the resale value, but I think it's a nice shoe if that's something you're looking for. Personally, I'd take it for retail if it was there.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I saw some of my friends on Instagram. They entered the raffles and like 4 or 5 of them hit. So, I mean, I don't know how hard it actually is going to be able to get this pair. So, I like it. I like the age look. I like the midsole. Definitely giving me like a Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 1 vibe.
Big time.
Right?
Yeah, total Nigel vibe.
Yeah. So
BMX depressed on the outsole and stuff like that on the outer panels. Absolutely.
Yeah, right here. This definitely gives you that same Nigel Sylvester. So if you guys missed out on that pair, this is a great budget-friendly or budgeter option because I think that Nigel Sylvester is going for $500-$600 depending on your size. You can pick up this pair for $140. Maybe if resale is at $250 max, maybe you can still get a good pair. Quality is going to be A1. I love that ankle collar portion. I think it's a leather or maybe it's a suede. I don't know exactly. I can't tell 100%. I think it's a leather, right? Right here, but this ankle area.
It looks leather to me, and it's got the A Ma Maniére logo on the left with the Nike Air on the right. So that's nice. They're always putting their logos on there.
Yeah, I think it's fire. Quality is going to be good. Definitely this is a fire pickup. Next piece of sneaker news, we have the Air Jordan 1 women's satin bread. Now this pair originally came out, I believe, 2013, 2012, 14, around that period. For a men's pair, and I believe 501 pairs. Do you know anything about that? Am I right? Am I on the button around there?
You probably know a little bit more than that for me. I'm not entirely sure. I think I did remember seeing a couple of these numbered because one of my buddies had them with a mismatched lace at some point. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Funny, I just got offered this pair literally 2-3 minutes before the stream started, I got a text message from my plug saying, "Hey, I got these. You want them?"
Damn. So we got the early. You were offered them the early pair. Why is it not coming up on here? So you're plugged in. You tapped in. You got the early heat, bro. That's one thing that I really haven't tapped in just yet. I still can't get that early plug, bro. I don't know why they're not coming up on StockX. Why are they not?
Satin 1. Yeah, the early heat is there. It is. Early heat is tough, man. It's expensive. It's an expensive game.
Yes, it is.
It's risky too. You got to be very trusting.
Yes, it is. It is very risky. Okay, so 2016. I want to get all my facts correct. 2016 was the release date. They released for $175, and I believe my number of 501 is correct. But as you can see, pairs are going for $2,000, $3,000, $8,000. So basically, Jordan Brand said, "We see this heat. We see that the hype is there. Let's do a women's exclusive." But unfortunately, they're not doing extended sizes on this pair. So the biggest is going to be a 10.5 men's. So big feet gang, you're out of luck. But if you wear 10.5 men, you can get yourself a pair of Satin 1 Breads. What you think about these?
Yeah, they're nice. I like, obviously the colorway is an OG colorway. It's got that look that everybody wants in a Jordan 1. The materials is gonna give it a different little vibe. I don't know why I'm getting like wedding vibes with these. You know, put them on if you're a sneakerhead and you want to switch it up. If your wife lets you wear them, ladies, if you want to rock them too. I think it's gonna be a really cool release. People are gonna go after them just because of the colorway and it's a Jordan. But yeah, cool wedding vibes. I don't know why I'm getting wedding vibes with these.
No, I don't think I could have said it any better. We got the metal aglets here. Definitely a higher quality shoe. Something, not the traditional leather sneaker. Can't be a wedding shoe, but a satin one, a little bit more upgraded materials, a little bit fancier if you want to say. I think that's fire. That's a fire take. This is going to be a good wedding sneaker for y'all boys out there.
Is it? It looks like it's got two laces, black and white.
Black and red. Black and red, so you can switch it out. I don't know. I think I would go black. I don't know. I like the traditional black. I don't know about the red, but the red might make it pop a little bit more.
Yeah, it makes it pop with the eyelids there.
And then that Stitched in Air Wings logo right here. I'm just looking at these details. Like, this is an embroidered Wings logo. Fire.
Very nice. Very
quality.
Cool pair.
Yeah, I like him. Next up, we have my favorite sneaker realm, which is Nike basketball. A little bit about me. I started collecting sneakers back in 2009, 2010. When Nike basketball was king, we had the LeBrons, the KDs, and Kobe's, and we're getting a reverse Grinch set to come out December 18th, I believe is the date. Sometime in December, around there, December 16th, December 18th. What are your thoughts? Do you like the OG Grinch, the reverse Grinch, and are you a fan of Nike basketball?
100%. I think it started it all. I remember wearing the Nike Shocks back in the day when Vince Carter made him famous when he put his arm in the net and the windmill 360. I mean, that was the shoe that everybody wanted when I was in middle school. Probably dating myself a little bit, but that's okay. The Grinches are a shoe that I've been hunting for. I just haven't been able to find the courage to put that money, which is crazy because I'm buying all these early pairs. I'll get there. I'll pull the trigger. But the reverse Grinches, man, I'm so excited about these. They're actually on the way. I got them on the way already.
Exclusive.
So pumped for this pair. You have no idea. I think they're sick. I think it's the perfect holiday shoe. How could you go wrong? Kobe, green, red, holiday spirit. Imagine being a kid and waking up to these shoes on Christmas morning. What?
Hey, that's a beautiful experience. That's one of my best moments of seeing Kobe play on Christmas Day with the Grinches. And when they had retro them, I was gonna buy them because they were going for about $300 to $400 depending on your size. And then when we got the news that Kobe passed, they went up a little bit more, $450, $500 range. And then when we got the news that they weren't going to be renewing the contract, they shot up to like $800-900. And I was so devastated. But then once we got that the Kobe's were coming back, they slowly started to come down. And I got a steal at one of the stores over here in Atlanta, a used pair for $180. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know where you can beat that for a used pair. They were doing a steal of the day. You know how some stores do that randomly. And luckily, I was the first one there. I got in my car, got there as fast as I could, and scooped them up. I had to.
What a pickup! What a pickup you got there, man. I think I ended up getting the Mambacitas when I went to LA.
Oh, fire!
I wanted to get them there, and I was like going through this internal struggle of like, should I go after them? I know there was a little controversy when they were coming out, saying Nike wasn't going to put these shoes out, and Vanessa Bryant got upset about the photos being leaked and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, what better way to like, you know, keep his legacy going than to keep investing into what he wanted, and he wanted for kids to have these shoes. This shoe I'm so excited about because it's a new colorway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Nike basketball and the Mambacita and the Kobe brand saying we're gonna invest into this. So we're gonna get ready to see some crazy colorways. I'm excited. It's kind of the first one that's really gonna be coming out there, and it's beautiful shoe. It's gonna compete for you know, the Jordan 11, you know, Christmas shoe that always comes out. So this is gonna be exciting.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially since we're getting that retro of the DMP, which a lot of people are excited for. I was excited for initially until I saw that the uppers were leather. I like to keep it more traditional. I guess I'm more of a purist. I like the OGest, the most raw form, the original form. But the more and more I'm seeing them, the more and more I'm growing a little bit of attachment to them. I'm starting to like them a little bit more. But I wish we would have got the OG mesh, but leather it is. But I definitely do think these will compete, give it a run for its money, and I hope we do see a lot of these because I know that's what Kobe wanted, Vanessa Bryant wants. Nike, drop 1 million pairs, bro. Drop 1 million pairs. Drop 1 million pairs.
Make them available to everybody. I'm just waiting for that first person to put on the green and then the red pair and rock them. I'm sure that's coming already.
Hey, if I hit for retail, I'm gonna do it.
That's hard. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. How many people are gonna be wearing these on Christmas Day, you think?
I mean, it depends on how many they release. If they release a ton, then probably everybody. To be honest with you, every sneakerhead is probably gonna have a fit pick with this on Christmas Day. But if it's super limited, then you know it's gonna be those hardcore, diehard Kobe fans, sneakerheads that either have the money or got lucky enough to hit it for retail. So I hope everybody hits it, bro. I hope everybody hits it.
Me too. But I tell you what, when these shoes get in, me and you should jump on an IG live, and I'll share them with you. Me and you on the channel.
Perfect, and I'll bust out my Grinches. And I'll bust out my Grinches so we can do like a little compare and contrast.
Let's do it. I'm
Perfect.
excited.
All right, we'll lock that in. Next piece of sneaker news, we have the Alma Maniere 5s. And the more and more I look at these, the more and more I like them. Definitely giving me off-white, the black pair, the off-white 5s. Some of those features consist of that yellowed outsole, similar to the off-white 5. We have the thinner ankle area. As you can see, usually Air Jordan 5s are super bulky, super thick around that ankle collar, sock lining area. But it looks like Alma Maniere trimmed it down a little bit, especially with the tongue and the ankle area. It looks a little bit more slimmer fit. I like the black. I like the purple. Let me know what you think.
You know, Alma Maniere, man, I liked the direction that they were going at the beginning. Okay. I like the airships. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I get what they're trying to do with that aged soul look, and they're going for a darker color. They're going a little bit different. There's still some burgundy in there. The Jordan 5, it's just been such a hard silhouette lately. I personally do love it. I don't wear it as often. The Great 5s are like one of my like grails that I've had forever.
Fire pair.
But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. Out of the 4 shoes that we've shown, I think this is my least favorite. I don't know if I'm gonna go for this one. It's just hard, man. The all black shoe. I'm sure that tongue is probably 3M reflective. It kind of is giving me 3M vibes. But the aged soul look with the black, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna go for these.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that, and I know a lot of people are talking about the suede looks like kind of ashy on it. It doesn't look like pure black. But it's just, I look at it, I like Air Jordan 5s. I'm an Air Jordan 5 head. So I just mess with Air Jordan 5. I love that 23 right there that's embossed right there at the bottom portion of the shoe. I like that they took the caging and put the A Ma Maniére A's as the caging. Just little details like yeah. The A's, the A Ma Maniére A's is the caging. Let me see if I can find a detailed photo. But they took the A's and
cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they went crazy on these fairs, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the caging is made up of the A's and the A Ma Maniére logo. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm trying to see. I don't know if you can see it there either. Damn, bro. I'm trying to find. I know there's a picture. Someone has a up close photo of it. Damn, I should have had that already. Let me see.
Nah, no worries. I mean, they're pretty cool, actually, now that you say that. I mean, that's a cool detail.
Let me see. I don't know if you can see it here. Oh, here. Perfect. You see the A's?
Yeah.
It's A's. So they changed the caging. I think it's dope. Out of all the
I'm a sucker for details, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm such a sucker for details.
It's the little details. The 3 and the 4 are my two favorite. The what else did he do? He did the 2. No, yeah, he did a 2, right? An A Ma Maniére 2 and an A Ma Maniére 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
we got a 1, a 2, a 3.
And a 4, and then 5.
4, and now we got the 5. And we got the airships. They did Air Force Ones.
Yeah,
I think the first
crazy
collab
collabs.
they did was some Air Force Ones.
Yep.
So they've done quite a few, but I'd probably go the 4s, then the 3s.
The 4s and the 3s. I do the 3s and the 4s. I don't know, just something about that 3 that when I first saw that, I was like, ooh, but. Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah. They're definitely interchangeable. Interchangeable, but yeah, just from these on-feet images, the more and more I look at them, the more and more I'm feeling them. And basically, I think they said that they wanted to go with like a muted metallic 5, so that's why that burgundy would be like where that red would be on the metallic 5, kind of like a hue to it, a tint. I think it's cool. I'm definitely gonna go after these.
I know there were some mock-ups at first, right? Of like the fall burgundy shoe.
Oh yeah. Z Sneakerhead definitely did some mock-ups. Some ugly ones, some good ones. But hey, that's what his job is to do, is to make mock-ups, and we're finally seeing them. So I'm super excited.
The 12s. We forgot about the 12s. They dropped the 12s as well.
Oh, I think you're talking about the Cherry 12s. The Cherry 12s are coming out too, and I'm super excited about that. But they did drop a 12. You are right. The 12s are.
I'm a Maniére 12.
The 12s are fire, and the fact that they're sitting for retail or below retail.
I've seen them under retail.
Yeah, let's see right here. A Ma Maniére 12s right here. Let's see. Oh my God! Last sale, $123. Mm-hmm. You gotta be kidding me! Retail is $225. Somebody is literally selling a pair for $89. A 3.5. A 3.5.
I'm telling you, I kind of mess with those white ones, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't even know they were like this. I might have to pull the trigger. $145 for my size?
Like, you never know. Like, these might, like, in 10 years, people might be like, dang, we slept on these. Buy them if they're under retail.
$163 for an 11.5, which is my size, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to buy both of these. I might have to get both of these. Hey, you shouldn't have told me that, bro. Why'd you have to show? My wife's gonna kill me. My wife is probably watching the live stream right now. Like, do not buy no more damn shoes, bro.
Hey, if there's one thing about me, I always encourage spending that money. So be careful around me, man.
You can't take it with you. Hey, listen, and then once I start spending it, you can't stop me either. So I think we're a bad duo. I don't know if we can go many places because I might go bankrupt or something, bro.
We talked about going and visiting you in Atlanta. I don't know, man.
I don't know. We might splurge.
You may not be happy with that.
That's funny. So now that we got the sneaker news portion out of the way, now we're going to get to know Shoe Game MD just a little bit better. Whatever he wants to share with y'all, be grateful, be happy, and let's get into the interview portion. So we'll kick off the interview lightly. What was that first sneaker that, got you into collecting sneakers? Maybe when you were a child or maybe more recently?
I think everyone kind of gets that same influence growing up. Mine was my older cousins seeing what shoes they were wearing, my uncle seeing what shoes they were wearing. I was born in 87, so I saw a lot of 90s shoes, 90s sneakers, stuff like that. We were a big football family, so we loved football a lot, so I remember seeing, the Dion Diamond Turfs and stuff like that growing up. My family was so big into Nike, ACG Nikes and Air Maxes 95s and Air Max 90s. That's the stuff that I saw. But the shoe that got me into collecting was the Jordan 11, the Bred Jordan 11. That is my all-time favorite Jordan.
Okay.
It's the first shoe that I ended up getting that I would cherish until today and always buy every time that it retroed. And that's the one that was kind of like, oh man, I got this one. I got to start adding to this collection. And so that was the first shoe that I got, and that kind of triggered an unhealthy or a healthy habit. I don't know what you want to call it. But
Some people might see it as unhealthy. Some people might see it as healthy. Is that the same Jordan 11 that you have back there, or is that an updated one? The one right behind you?
oh no, I got two. So I got a retroed pair, and then we were just talking off stream, but I went to Japan in April, and I got a dead stock 96 release of the Jordan 11.
And this is where I messed up. This is where I messed up. I didn't get a pair because I know Japan is kind of, I mean, not so much known for it, but I've seen a lot of people go back into the archives in Japan, and I messed up on that. Dead stock. Oh.
Dead stock. I mean.
Ooh, Fat Joe, clip it. Fat Joe in the building.
These are dead stock, never laced up. Unfortunately, I think once I put them on, they're just going to start separating. But I got it in the original box. I got the shoe here. I got them displayed with one of my retro pairs. My original pair that I got, oh man, I forget what year it was, but my cousins got them for me when he had a hookup back when Foot Locker, if you knew one of the managers, you could get, these pairs. Mm-hmm. And he sent them from California to me. Unfortunately, I had a dog in college who tore the back of my Jordan 11 and tore them up. So that was my original pair that I had. I forget what year that one was, but I think it was the second time that they retroed that I got, or the first time that they retroed, I got that pair. But this is an original release, 96 on the original box, never even laced up. And I got these in Japan at one of the best stores in the world called Worm. Shout out to my boy Yonesi.
That's fire. All right, let's look at chat a little bit. Let's see what chat's talking about. I would have been in Paris. What you talking about, Eden and Eddie? Shoe games volume. Okay, that's low. Looks fire. We got shoe collect. They say your shoe collection was looking crazy. And then not Joey Crack. Listen, he did pull the Joey Crack out here. Now, I do have a question about that Air Jordan 11. If you want to share, this is just if you want to share, can you let me know how much did that pair run you, if you want to say? Or you can say a ballpark number.
It actually wasn't that bad because they're not. They established that they were not a wearable pair because they had never been put on. I didn't care. I just wanted it in my collection.
I agree. Have it in the collection.
I think I'm going to keep it. My intention is to maybe have MJ sign the box one day and have that shoe as like my personal little grail trophy shoe. That's kind of like my big intention. I'm putting it out into the universe.
Putting it out, speaking into existence.
Yes. And so, what was it? What did I pay? I think I paid around $500-600 for it. Wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. And is that what it? I don't know. So is that what it's going for in the States, or was that a deal? No, you don't know.
I don't even know.
You don't know?
Honestly, I was in a blind shopping.
You entered the vortex. You entered the vortex, bro.
I was in the matrix of Japan and the influence of seeing all these collectibles thrown at my face that I was just like, whatever, here, just hurry up and pay. It was my last day of my vacation. I wanted to spend all my yen, and I left the yen on the table and I walked out with the shoes. So I didn't even care. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't research nothing. I want them.
Yeah, it's basic experience. That's basically when I went to Japan, I wanted to pick up a sneaker, but the wifey was like, yo, do not go crazy buying 3-4 pairs of sneakers because I wanted to buy some clothes. I wanted to buy this. I wanted to buy souvenirs, action figures, all this stuff. So I limited myself to one pair of sneakers, and I bought a pair of Bape sneakers, my first pair of Bapestas. I figured while in Japan, you got to get a Bape sneaker, some type of Bape. I bought some Bape t-shirts. But that was my sneaker pickup because all the sneaker stores I was going to were resale shops of all new stuff. I didn't go to the Worms of the world, and I know there was a lot of stores out there. I just personally missed out, didn't have the time, or wasn't allowed to. You guys know in chat. My wife's watching. She knows in chat. She wasn't letting me go to some of these stores. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to dig through the archives like I see a lot of people doing, going back and getting the old Air Maxes, the old Air Force Ones, and obviously all the old Jordans. But next time, that is definitely on my list. I don't care if it's wearable. Display piece, hopefully something that's not crumbled like a 4 or 3 or a 6, something that doesn't look crumbling and all that stuff. So even if it's not wearable, it still looks good in display piece. So That is definitely
Agreed.
a misfire on my portion.
Oh, that's fine, man. It's all about the experiences, and who knows? Maybe you'll get back over there one day. But I mean, Japan's awesome. I can't speak enough about it, man.
Oh yeah, no,
What a great country.
I told my wife, I said I'm going back. I said I'm going back with probably just the dudes, just the dudes. I'm gonna film. I'm gonna do my stuff. Just to do. Sorry, we went to Japan once and we're good. I'm gonna go with the bros this time. Let's see chat real
Good
quick.
luck with that one. Good luck.
Yeah, I gotta try to convince her. We got, is it Yosei in the building, brother? Where did you get your red "I love you Miami Marlins" hat, bro? Shoe Gallery? Someone's asking for
Yes.
for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me actually show that one. People have been asking me about that hat. Shoe Gallery. This is a red Marlins, Florida Marlins, old school vintage. It's got the 97 patch on the side, but my favorite part is "I Love You Miami," made famous by Livan Hernandez when he got interviewed when they won the World Series at home at Joe Robbie Stadium, and he said, "I love you Miami." So this is a Shoe Gallery pickup. Man, where did you see this?
I don't
Probably
know.
on one of my posts.
Yeah, I don't know. He's in chat. He's in chat, or she's in chat. He or she's in chat asking about it. So,
Hmm.
is that from? I think Shoe Gallery opened a second store or a new location.
They moved.
They moved.
To North Miami. They were downtown. They just opened up. Shout out to Danny. They moved up to North Miami area. They got a beautiful location. I've yet to go. I'll probably end up going these next couple days that I got off, but I've yet to go. I heard their store is really, really nice.
Yes, and hey, listen, shout out to Shoe Gallery because they were able to get me my off-white UNC ones for retail. So shout out to Shoe Gallery. I appreciate y'all for showing love. All right, we got some questions in the chat. Ask Shoe Game what is his most expensive shoe, please. They want to see Hey, that's a question I was saving for a little bit later. But listen, y'all want it now? I'll get it now. If you can pull it out, your most valuable sneaker, and let's make it a little bit. It doesn't have to be monetarily valuable if you don't want to do that one. It could be valuable in your heart. If it's valuable in your heart, or monetary, if you want to flex on them, you can do whichever one you want.
Man, I don't want to go down the unreleased ones just yet because I feel like that's something that me and you are gonna talk about.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring a pair that I don't know what the value is. Maybe the chat can help us get a value on it.
Okay.
But I'll give you my most sentimental value, and then I'll give you one that I think is probably one of the more expensive ones. I gotta give me 1 second.
I got you. No worries. I'll entertain the chat. Yo, chat, what is good? Hey, listen, if y'all have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. Let me know. Turn up in chat. Let's get this chat litty. Send a link out to everybody you know. Let's turn up. Hit that sub button. Let's enjoy the stream. Let's get the vibes going up in this. All right. So I see something. I see like a custom shoe right there. I don't want to spoil it, but I see.
I was very careful.
Clip it. Clip it.
Okay, we'll go with my most sentimental, most valuable shoe to me I think it will be very hard for me to give up.
Okay.
I got a 94 OG Chicago in its worn condition. I actually got this from a collector from Japan, and they sent it over to me here in the States. I've worn this thing so many times, you have no idea. Wore them in Japan, wore them to Heat games. They're still wearable. The midsole is, look at the beautiful vintage aged natural look on these shoes.
That's what Jordan Brand wants to do with their sneakers. They want to have that, but they can't.
Yes,
they can't. Exactly. They want that.
They want this aged look, and I actually have it. I mean, you remember that movie Like Mike?
Yes. That's the same pair.
This is what this shoe feels like to me when I put this thing on. I mean, I don't think I can dunk in them, but I don't know. It just there's like a magic that I feel when I put these shoes on. I feel like untouchable. I don't know what it is, but I will never get rid of these. These are 94s, and it's worn, beat up condition, and it's just like, it's beautiful. It's like the epitome of like a vintage Jordan shoe, And like you said, what Nike and Jordan are trying to do these days, which that vintage look. Look at that. Look how flat that toe box is.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to that shape, going back to that style. A 94 Air Jordan 1 is definitely a sneaker I want to add in my collection because that is my birth year. Dated myself, 94. But I just can't see myself because I know that pair is probably going for about 1,000 plus, maybe around there. And I know at one point you could get those pairs for like $300-$400. A couple years ago, they were going for $300-$400 because nobody was valuing them like that. But now they just skyrocketed, and everybody wants 94s, especially 85s too. That is a pair I want to pick up one day. Maybe if I get sponsored, maybe if I get a sponsored deal, I'll get that. I'll get that pair.
Yeah, ever since the documentary came out, the Jordan documentary on Netflix,
94s, 85s, untouchable.
So that's my most valuable to me.
Okay.
Maybe the chat can help me out with this one. So this is a looks like a shattered backboard, right? Like a combination of a bunch of them put together, split down the middle, but it's got like this like python skin look to it.
Shoe surgeon right there, right?
That's correct. Yeah, this is a shoe surgeon custom shoe. It's a size 9.5. I got this from close friend who was getting rid of his collection, and I got a really, really good price. They are used. I don't know what the value is on these, but I have to say they're probably my most expensive shoe. It depends, I guess, on the buyer if they want to say. I guess they'll make the market, but this is an original shoe surgeon, made by him, custom. I know there wasn't a lot of these made. One of my close friends that I've made friends with this past year is actually interviewing the shoe surgeon. He's going to ask him a couple questions about these and see what the value is, how many he actually made on these. But very, very cool shoe. I think this is probably the highest like monetary value shoe that I have.
Yeah, no doubt. I know most of shoe surgeon pairs, they can range anywhere between 4,000 to 7,000 what he sells them for. Now I don't honestly know what they go for on the secondary market. I've never really seen too many people like resell them because like with the shoe surgeon, if you buy them from him, it's a specific clientele that usually keeps their stuff, or they don't really pop up on the secondary market too often. So that might be a factor in a pricing right there, that they don't come off too often on the market. But even at standard retail, which is his retail, you gotta think about it. I'm pretty sure he used a shattered backboard to make that shoe because he uses all real materials, and a shattered backboard is a grand alone. So the shoe costs $1,000 plus the materials. It's Python, which is probably another couple grand in Python, and then he's gonna charge you obviously for his labor and his name another couple grand. So probably 4,000 or 5,000, probably around there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe lowballing.
Good way. I like your breakdown. I that's the best I got. That's kind of around what I valued it at. But then again, the value depends on who wants the shoe.
Exactly.
And like you said, something custom like that is a specific buyer and stuff like that. But I think that's like the highest monetary value. I do have some that I think people would value probably more than that.
Yeah.
But we'll wait to get to those.
Well, hey, you gotta stay tuned. Hey, listen, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out my boy Shoe Game MD on IG. Let's get back into the chat. What is chat saying? My wife chimed in. Okay, so here she's in chat. I know it's not a hype sneaker, but I regret not getting I'm not even gonna say that first word, Tiger shoe. I know what Tiger shoe you're talking about. It looks like an ASIC. I don't know if you saw that store.
Onitsuka Tiger.
There you go. That's it. We do regret. We wanted to pick that up. We wanted to pick that up for me, my wife, and my son, but we didn't grab a pair. Damn. Yeah, you're right. We missed out on that. Oh man, Chad, you going
running around here? I hope you don't mind.
Hey, no, it's all good. There we go. Yep. We went into the store. We looked at it. We're like, yo, this looks just like an A6. Oh, we'll just pass. And me, my wife, we regret not picking it up. We wanted to get a whole family size run. We should have got it. Look at that, Ashley. You see that? We should have picked it up.
Onitsuka Tiger. Funny that you say that it looks like an A6 because A6 actually bought out Onitsuka Tiger.
Yeah. That's what I was.
It's now under the A6 umbrella, but Onitsuka Tiger. This is very important for all sneakerheads to know. If it was not for the Onitsuka Tiger, this is actually the Mexico 66 which was modeled after the track shoe
Okay.
that the CEO of Nike made. You know, he saw it at the Olympics, and he went to Japan. It's in that book, The Shoe Dog.
Okay.
He went to Japan. He bought out a contract to sell Onitsuka Tigers back in Beaverton, Oregon, and he made Blue Ribbon Sports selling Onitsuka Tigers, which is a Japanese shoe.
Oh,
Blue
wow.
Blue Ribbon Sports became Nike. So without the Onitsuka Tiger, we don't have Nike.
Wow, you see, look at this. We're getting knowledge, dropping game on us. Listen, I didn't know most of that story right there. I didn't know that. I knew about the Blue Ribbon part, and I knew about that becoming Nike, but that's fire. And that, I wish you would never told me that story, because it kind of makes me regret it even more, not picking up a full family size run for me, my wife, and my son. So, damn, we really missed out, Ashley. We really missed out.
I'm just here to provide knowledge, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. Why are you buying?
We should have picked it up. Okay, so we got the chat is saying, how do you guys feel about the 84-85 beginnings pack that is coming on the way? I don't know what exactly pack that is. 84-85. Do you know what pack that is that's coming out?
I'm looking it up.
84-85 beginnings pack. I know a couple years back we had that airship with the Air Jordan 1, the new beginnings pack.
Yeah, the airship with the Jordan 1. Yeah. It's the red and white pair that has the airship with the white paneling with the red check, and then the opposite color blocking for the Air Jordan 1.
But that shoe came out in 2020, no? That pack?
2020. Yeah. That pack dropped in 2020. Shout out my boy Rico Suave, who showed me that shoe for the first time. He had it displayed at SneakerCon.
Oh yeah, no, I think that was definitely the beginning of the airship hype when everybody saw that pair, because I know that pack is going for well over a couple thousand, I think, for that pack. And that's what started the airship hype. You know, one of my favorite airships that recently came out was that white and blue airship. I was wanting the Nigel Sylvester version where it said Bike Air instead of Nike Air on it. That was fire.
That's cool.
And then the little, I don't know, there's something about that little Nike swoosh right there in the toe box that was stitched into the Nigel Sylvester pair. We didn't get to see that on the on the release pair. Nike took out the swoosh and the Bike Air and just gave us a GR. And I know some of the leather materials was switching up on it as well.
So that's that baby blue one, right?
Yeah, their baby blue one. Nigel Sylvester had a friends and family release.
What a cool pair, man! That's such a cool looking pair. I think PJ Tucker. I saw him wear them. Not wear them, but maybe he like showed them while he was in the locker room one day. And he was like I think that's the first time I saw it was PJ Tucker showed them.
Oh yeah, no, and PJ Tucker. That's perfect you brought it up, because I was gonna ask you, out of all these celebrities, rappers, influencers, in your opinion, who has the best collection out there? Who has the best collection out of these guys? Who do you think?
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker.
I mean, just because of all the PEs that he gets, I mean, his is nuts. One of the coolest videos that I've seen as well was Mayer, who was part of Terror Squad and stuff like that. Mayer's
collection was untouchable, bro. His collection is crazy.
That was one of the most entertaining videos that I've seen ever. If you guys haven't seen it, I think it was 2J's.
Yep.
It was selling his collection, and he goes through everything there. That was ridiculous. Mm-hmm. That's one of the most impressive. He pulled out entourages and entourage customs and
the Fukijamas.
Yeah. Oh man, that was crazy. That Mayer and PJ Tucker has been like the most like I'm like, what am I like a little kid watching it?
Yeah,
those have been the most impressive for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I have to throw Fat Joe in there because I mean obviously he's with Mayer, so basically by saying Mayer you see Fat Joe, but
right.
PJ Tucker has some stuff that like Nike's like, let me see that. How'd you get that? Yeah. Bibby and them, the PEs, Bibby's saying that they want their shoes back, stuff like that. And PJ Tucker has a crazy collection.
These airships are so...
Which one? The Nigel Sylvesters?
Yes, I keep staring at them. That little Nike check on the front toe box.
Yeah, and then with the release pair, I believe they put a crackled leather on it, but on his friends and family pair, it's not crackled. It should be smooth leather, I believe. It's a couple different things, like with the materials. I think the suede was a little bit different on Nigel Sylvester's pair. I wanted them to drop Nigel Sylvester's pair, and I want Nigel Sylvester to drop that black Air Jordan 1. Come on, Jordan.
Yo,
man.
can we just quickly pause and give a shout out to the hat that you're wearing right now? That hat is too tough, man. What NBA Finals?
Thank you. This is the 96, I believe. What was it? The Jazz, right? Is Utah Jazz?
Yeah,
90,
Jazz.
98,
96? 96, 97, 97, 98. The Jazz played the Bulls.
Yeah. So it's one of those years with the Utah Jazz. Listen, shout out to PacSun. Shout out to Miken. Shout out to Miken for blessing me with this hat. One of my friends got me this for my birthday a couple years ago, and this is my go-to cap. Let's get some of these quick questions out. Do you know how many pairs about in your collection? A rough estimate.
Man, I get this asked so much. I think I'm not the craziest. I think I started heavy collecting maybe 3.5, 4 years ago. I'm probably at like 350 plus, somewhere around there.
Hey, listen, that's crazy. That's a big number.
I know people that are insane. They've been doing it there's people down here in Miami that have like warehouses with like thousands of shoes. So I consider myself like a newbie when it comes to this collecting thing. But yeah, I'm like at 300 plus, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah, 350. I got past 100 a little bit, and then I had to calm the collection down. I was like, yo, I'm not wearing all this stuff. Stuff is breaking on me. Stuff is crumbling. Stuff is getting yellowed, and I'm not even wearing them. So I like to keep it under 100 for me personally. I tend to keep most of them right here. I have like maybe like 70 to 80 that are like worth displaying, and then the other 20 or so are like, you know, Air Maxes, 98s, 90s, A6, New Balance, 574, stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but 350, that's a nasty collection. 350, damn. You can wear a different shoe once a day for a whole year straight.
And I get it. Like, I could.
Yeah.
But, like, we're like creatures of habit, man. I go to, like, the same,
Aim,
like, 15 pairs that I always wear.
Yeah, exactly. That's me and my wife have this daily battle. You don't wear your sneakers. I have 5 to 10 probably right by the door, right there in a little shoe rack. And it's just the comfy stuff, the New Balance, the Asics, the one Jordan 1, Jordan 3, you know, that is super cozy. I don't feel that. Sometimes I'll go out there in Crocs. I have 100 pairs, and I'll wear Crocs or slides. I'll wear Yeezy foam runners. We tend to do that. I see a lot of Travis's behind you. I see a lot of collabs in general. What do you? What's your favorite collab? Off-White, Travis, Alma Meniere, J Balvin. What's your favorite collab?
This kind of center, like, I'm kind of split up into like I got like these black boxes. Shout out to Container Store. Those are kind of like my regular shoes, and then in these white lit up, they're supposed to light up. There we go. Those boxes right there, those are kind of like my like special collab high hype shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're seeing there. My favorite, I have. Can I just show you two?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Of course. Hey, it's never. You can show as many as you want, bro. Never too many sneakers.
Yeah, I mean, I got two. Speaking of Travis, I got the Fragment Travis Highs, Fujiwara with Travis Scott and Nike. These are one of the best collaborations I've ever seen. The colors are simple. It's a Jordan 1. They're giving you that aged look. Beautiful, beautiful shoe. I love this pair. I got it down here from Daily. I got them used, so I didn't.
Shout out Daily.
Shout out Daily here in Miami, man. They get a lot of like these hype pairs at good prices. So this is one of my favorite collab pairs that I've been wearing like crazy. And then of course, I mean,
gotta support the home team. You know, listen, when this shoe dropped during Art Basel, I believe 2019, right? I believe.
Yeah.
I had went to a Soulfly event on Palm Beach Island. They had a party. They were doing like just a Art Basel party, an after party for him, and they had the Friends and Family pair, which is the all patent leather one, and this one. But they were just showing them, bro. I wanted to buy them. I was able to get my way into a Soulfly exclusive Art Basel party with everybody from Soulfly. DJ Khaled showed up. Hey, listen, shout out to my brother Danny. My brother Danny got me in because he's plugged into all the sneaker stuff. So shout out Danny if you're watching. He got me in. He got me into a whole bunch of stuff that Art Basel weekend. But I saw all the pairs. They were taking photos. They had them on display. They had them on the wall. And I was just hoping that they were going to say, hey, anybody that wants to buy them, come get them right now. Unfortunately, They didn't. But listen, I got to see DJ Khaled out there. I got to see a whole bunch of people pulled up to the party. I'm blanking on names right now. I'm not trying to name drop, but I'm blanking on names. A lot of celebrities out there.
Yeah.
It was a fire event. And I was just trying to get my hands on a pair. But that's fire that you got them. I like that cream. 2018.
December 2018, by the way. Sorry, we said 19.
2018. Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
Fire. And that release was crazy because they were supposed to release as Soulfly, and then everybody from fucking Chicago, New York, excuse my language, everybody from the north came down and basically shut the line down that they couldn't drop them. And then what happened to the release? I don't know. I don't know what happened to the pairs. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the pairs, bro.
I'm just happy that I got my pair, man. That's all I care about. I'm just so happy about it, man. You have no idea. I love that pair. Love them.
Oh yeah, no, and that's great. I mean, University of Miami colors, repping everything. I think is fire. I was looking at
Are you Latino?
I'm Puerto Rican. Yes, Puerto Rican. 100% Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I heard an Oye in there, so I had to ask.
Yeah. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I definitely do know some Spanish and some of the Spanish terminology and stuff like that. So my wife is fluent in Spanish, so she's Puerto Rican as well. So that's where I get it from a little bit. Yo, let's look at chat a little bit. Yo, I made it. Dang, his room is nice. Tim, slide me some 4s. I know you were looking for them. The 4s that dropped today. What were they? The red cement 4s that dropped today. Somebody in chat was looking for a shock drop, right?
Did they drop the fire reds again?
No. They're Oreo red. It's like an Oreo and a fire red 4 combined, or a cement red 4, something like that. I forget the name of it. It's not an OG colorway. It dropped today. Exclusive access or shock drop or something like that on the sneakers app.
Oh, okay.
Do you see them?
Oh.
White red Oreo. Or white red cement. Red cement. I think they're red cement.
I think I had seen something on Twitter about that.
Yeah, red cements dropped today. Not a lot of pairs, but don't worry, you'll be able to hit them on release. I believe release is next Saturday or this Saturday. Okay. I can't keep up with all of these newer colorways. I'm tending to just stick to like OG colorways or colorways that meant something to me growing up in the sneaker community. Nike basketball, 2007, 2008 era. I was looking at your sneaker collection right here. Those 95s right there, are those the Freddie 95s? The
Freddie?
red?
Yeah, wow.
Those
you got it like...
Yeah.
Yeah, man. These are like, obviously getting the Freddy Krueger SBs is like near impossible unless you want to drop $30,000 on a shoe. But being an Air Max fan and obviously the hype of the Freddy Krueger movie, I mean, what better shoe? I mean, you could rock this whenever, but what a great shoe to wear on Halloween, right? Like, look at this thing.
One of the best Halloween sneakers of all time.
Oh yeah, man! I actually did a little Halloween, like top 5 Halloween video. I gave this one an honorable mention because my buddy brought his SB Kruger in the building, so obviously this couldn't make the list, but it was an honorable mention for sure.
Did he have Day of the Dead? The Day of the Dead SBs or no?
No, he didn't have the Day of the Dead. That was one of those that we had put in the mentions. We wanted to do the video with shoes in hand, so that we could talk about them in detail. But the Day of the Dead is top 5, 1,000%.
Yeah. Now with this shoe, I don't know too much about it. Was this a release? Do you know anything about it? Was this an unreleased? Was this scrapped? Anything like that?
This one specifically?
Yeah, like the Freddy Krueger 95. Yeah, that. This one.
No, this dropped in 2020. This shoe actually dropped.
Oh, this was in 2020. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Maybe 2021. I know it was manufactured in 2020, but yeah, this shoe actually dropped, and it's not that hard to get, to be honest, man. I think you can get it under like 250, 260, definitely under $300.
I might have to cop for a Halloween. I think it's fire.
This is fire. This pair is ridiculous.
The blood spat, and that's funny for Nike to do that, because wasn't that the whole gimmick with the SB that they didn't want the blood, they didn't want the gore, the blood, but then they have blood splatter on the here and then blood on the back.
And then it was more the licensing that they didn't clear it with New Line Cinema back in when they dropped that supposed to be the Fear Pack with the Jason Voorhees, and then SB Dunk High, and then the Air Trainer Dawn of the Deads.
Okay.
And then the Freddy Krueger was supposed to be the third one of the Fear Pack, and they scrapped it. And then you got the whole story about some
the oil.
Out of the fire with the oil.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when you look it up, they're like, oh, there's only like 30 pairs, but then somehow every table has a pair of Freddy SBs. Look at that, that's clean.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's so hard to authenticate those shoes because they never officially dropped. There's the story that they sent like 20 or 25 pairs to the SB shop in Mexico, and those somehow, some way made it out with some box pairs. It's so hard to authenticate. I think the ones that really have them are those that were going to like Dunk Exchange, and they were on the Nike Talk blogs, and you got to really know somebody who has this shoe, and they can, have a story behind how they got them. Very few people who actually have this shoe. And even then, I've talked to some Nike executives about that shoe, and it's so hard to corroborate that story. But it's cool. It's a cool story.
Yeah,
so
it definitely adds to the hype, the allure to it, and the fact that like these Freddy Krueger SBs. Let's throw the Pigeon Dunks in there. Let's throw some Jedis. Let's throw some of these exclusive sneakers that are going for $5, $10, $20, $50,000. I remember going to Dunk Exchanges back 2012, 2013, and seeing these for $400. Like I remember someone offered me what the Dunks for $1,200.
What are they now? Like
2030? No, 2030. They're at 2030.
20 grand?
30,000. I'm like, bruh, why didn't I just trade some sneaker? Because he was offer me a trade. Like he was like $1,200 cash, or if you want to give me like 4 or 5 pairs that I had at the time, let's make it happen. Yeah. Why did I not trade him, bro? I could have had What the Dunks right now, bro. I could have had.
To have that insight. Shout out to Travis Scott for making all the SB Dunks hella expensive.
Yeah. Shout out. That's funny. Let's see what chat's talking about. Do you have the Cactus Jack? No, that's listen. You're adding all these shoes to my want list. My wife's up there with the Arthur fist. She's pissed. She's mad. She's staring at the screen like I'm pissed right now. That's definitely a sneaker I want to add to the list as well. Let's see. Do you have Travis 4s? I don't have Travis 4s. Do you have Travis 4s?
The
Air Jordan 4s?
No,
I don't have those.
No, I don't have
Cement 4s? I don't have white cement 4s. No, I do not. Do you have white cement 4s?
No, I've got the Oreos. I got the Carolina Blues. I got the Alma Manier 4s. I got the Carolina. I got these. These are nice.
Let's see. Hey, that's a fire pair.
Columbia.
Gotta be an OG sneakerhead to know about that.
Yep. These are beautiful. Love these. These are probably my favorite ones. The easiest ones to wear.
Super
I got
clean.
These when they retroed in 2015. So this was a really, really nice, really beautiful pair. The leather, the quality leather on this retro pair is super nice, man.
And the crazy thing about this is that I've seen these in outlets back then, not obviously now, but they went to outlets, y'all boys. You guys don't know this. You guys don't know this time. You guys are probably too young in chat right now to know this, that we were getting retros at outlets all the time. 5s, 6s, 4s, 1s. De La Soul Dunks that are going for $1,000 now were at outlets. I passed up on De La Souls. They were at my outlets that I went to in Orlando.
No way.
Yeah. Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s released at the Orlando outlet too. B grade pairs, but they dropped. And people were just looping around. Because Travis Scott Air Jordan 4s, it took them a while to get to that $1,000 price point, because For a while, they were going for $100 over retail. Retail was $200. They were going for like $350. You could get yourself a pair anytime. And all of a sudden, I don't know what it was because for some reason that specific pair shot up to $1,200, $1,300, and it just stayed so high.
Yeah, people weren't really like paying way over retail. I remember it was just like, what? Like pay over retail? Nah, I'm not doing that. And if it was, it really had to be a pair that you really wanted. And so for those, when did that change happen? Was it like the Concords in 2011 that like reselling went crazy? Like what would you attribute it to?
Well, that's so funny that you bring up that release, the Concord 11. That was one of the craziest releases I've ever been to. Back in 2011, I was in 11th grade, so I was in high school. I went with my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife. Me and my wife were high school sweethearts. We've been together since 11th grade. I still have my 2011 pair too. And we camped out about 12 hours for that pair. And that was when sneakers were going crazy. There was about maybe 50 to 60 pairs in the whole entire mall. Maybe 500 to 600 people lined up at the Wellington Mall. If you're from West Palm Beach, you know the Wellington Mall. That's where we were at. And the line was getting crazy, pushing, fights. Luckily, I was second or third in line, so they were able to look at the security camera and saw that I was in line because people were cutting. At that point, the line formed into a ball, and I couldn't get through. Obviously, I was with my girlfriend at the time, so I was trying to protect her. I was trying to protect myself. I was a high school kid. I didn't know anything, and we camped out for 12 hours that whole night for that shoe. And I got my pair. I got my pair for retail, and somebody had offered me $450 right there on the spot. Which, looking back on it, I wish I would have done it because I could have just got a retro because that comes out every 4 to 6 years anyway. So I should have sold it, but I waited in line. It was a memory at that point. And I'm from the culture where you were going to a sneaker store right when the sneaker store opened, and maybe there was 10 people in line for the pair. You went in, you got your shoe. Maybe the pair was sitting for maybe a couple hours, but eventually it sold out. But after that release, it really put a nasty taste in my mouth. And I was like, I don't know if the sneaker game is for me because that was super early on for me. And then the white cements dropped in January of that year. And the line was even crazier for the white cement 4s for that pair. And I kind of fell out of love for the sneaker game for a couple years. And that's when I had my little hiatus, just buying, New Balance, Adidas, time to time. And then sneakers slowly coming back on the market. And I was like, okay, perfect. I could go into the store. I can go pick up my pair, and then that's when the session started snowballing again. So I took a little break during that point, but I would definitely say around Concords resale was going crazy. Resale was going crazy.
Like even like when like the foam posits, the Galaxy foam posits came out, you would say even before then, maybe like the Pigeons, when the Pigeons dropped in New York when it was like rioting and stuff like that.
Losing your life over sneakers.
Yeah, crazy. I know, and what I mean, it is what it is. Now the game is different, but we're definitely in like a low market right now. For sneakers. So I feel like this is maybe a good time. I mean, I know everybody's kind of like tight with their money these days, but if you're looking for those pairs that maybe you couldn't grab, this might be the good time if you got some extra change around and you wanted to go after a lot of these pairs. Like trophy room ones, I had an extra pair that I was selling, and like I was like struggling getting them off of people to buy them for a little over $1,000 when that shoe was $2,200-$2,300. This was a friends and family pair with the blue laces. And it's dropped $1,000 in the last year, which is wild. No,
shoes definitely dipped. Stuff that was going for $2,000 is $1,000 now. All the Travis stuff went down $400 to $500. I mean, luckily for like people that are into the sneaker culture heavy, I was able to pick up a pair of Bred ones for $270. I thought that was a good price. They were going for $500, $600, $700. Just recently, I was like, all right, bet, let me pick these up for $270. I can't go wrong. That's $70 over retail.
If there's a shoe that you've always wanted, this is probably a good time to get it, and to negotiate someone who's trying to get rid of some stuff, man. I don't know. That's my take on the market right now.
And that's perfect. That's definitely like one of the questions I was going to ask you was you're taking a market, and you had already answered that. So that's fire. Listen, I don't want to keep you here too much longer, but we got about 10 more minutes into the live stream. Let's get some questions out of here. What's your favorite Jordan model? The number. What Jordan number is it? 1. Jordan 1?
Jordan 1. Yeah, it's a Jordan 1 for sure. To me, the older I get, I'm not wearing these high tops and stuff like that. So the Jordan 1 low is like a go-to for me that I can rock and wear them with shorts in Miami. I can wear them with jeans on a cooler day, if that even exists here.
Yeah.
But a Jordan 1 is definitely the one for me. Then after that, I'd probably go the Jordan 3 as far as comfort and the style, the look I like. But yeah, Jordan 1 is just such a classic shoe. It's amazing. You can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah, no, you can't go wrong with that. Colorways, classic. Jordan 1's probably the most iconic sneaker of all time. And then with the Jordan 3, I think that if I had to pick one pair to wear in all of its colorways, and that's the only shoe I can wear for the rest of my life, I definitely would choose the Jordan 3 because colorways is fire. Comfortable, it's not the most comfortable, but it's not the most uncomfortable. It's a nice low top. You could dress it up, you could dress it down. I think that's the best. I think that's the best number that is wearable.
What do you think about those J Balvins coming out?
Definitely a sneaker that I'm going to be trying to go after. I know it has a lot of cultural impact, you know, with it being like the Medellin sunset and paying homage to his city. I think I like the leather on there. Quality looks fire. Definitely a good pair. Now, it depends on the resale. Because if I get my hands on it and they go for $600-700, which I don't think they will because of this market, but if I hit it for retail, I'll definitely cop. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. We'll see what the retail is because those twos, what were they? $300?
$350, I think, and
$350. So
I think
it was probably because of the light up unit. That it had to be so expensive. But these are crazy. I love these threes. I think they're simple, but the little hit on the back that's supposed to represent the Medellin sunset with his iconic, you know, smiley face with the bolt eyes. Beautiful shoe. I'm part Colombian. My family's from Medellin, so having that shoe to me is more sentimental value and hype and you name it. I'm gonna go for these. I've been trying to get them early. They're only toddler sizes have come out. If you're getting these early as an adult size, they're probably fake. So
alert.
I would not go for those. But that's a shoe I'm definitely going to go for. We'll see what the retail, maybe 220, 240. But I'm excited. And I agree with you. I think with the market, the way it's going, it's probably going to be like a $400-500 shoe, maybe $600 on the high end. But it depends on how limited they're going to be.
Yeah, no, I think the quality is amazing. It kind of gave me like a Amamir 3. I know the Amamir 3 is white, but the J Balvin is like a cream tan off-white color. How they did the leather on there looks fire. Definitely did give me that Amamir 3 vibe. Quality looks amazing. And just like I said, like especially like if that's your culture, like you have to get it. You know, like I have a pair. I don't know. Can you see? Let me see. Hold on. I'll grab them real quick.
Yeah, here we go. Man, why I can see you on the live on my laptop. I can't see you on my phone through the Discord.
You can't see me on the Discord? No, yeah, you can't see me because I have my camera on Elgato. So when you're running Elgato in Discord, you would have to have two different cameras to run it because one program is running it. So I don't know if you can look on the live stream on itself. Can you see the live stream?
Yeah, it's obviously delayed, but
all right, it's coming up.
I'll see it. I see you went back to the what'd you get? The Air Force?
Yes.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, exactly. Puerto Rico Air Force. Yeah. This is from I believe 2005. Let me see the year on here. No, actually older. 2002. So you know, just stuff like this. Tap back. This is not even my size. I believe this is a size 9 or 9.5. But I just had to grab them, you know. I got the Puerto Rican flag right here representing my culture. Got the little coquille right here on the tongue. The island picture on the insole. Not a wearable sneaker, but just something that sneakers. We have the little Puerto Rican flag right here on the little lace pocket, lace thing, whatever this is called right here, lace lock.
Yeah.
Just little details like that, you know, like just something that if you can resonate with a sneaker, it makes it even so much more special. So I can definitely see why that Air Jordan 3 would be special to you, you know, representing your culture.
What do you think about the Air Max 1, the two Puerto Rico ones that came out? They're supposed to be like
The Piraguas.
The Piraguas, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not like super immersed in Puerto Rican culture, so I don't know why they went with those colors, because those drinks those ice creams come in many different colors, but not so much those colors, I don't think. But I think that represents more of the stand, the writing on the stand, because that's usually like the colors they use on the writing on the stands, I think.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's fire. One of my favorite one was, I guess it's kind of lazy, but not, was that Silver Bullet Puerto Rico Air Max 97, which was basically a silver bullet, but it had the Puerto Rican flag on the bottom. It had some details. It came with like a towel. So I thought those were fire. And it just, some Puerto Rican sneakers in general, just, it all depends. Because I know they had one Puerto Rican sneakers that I think they put the flag on wrong, or they got the wrong colors on. They had to scrap it. Certain things like that, yeah. So, but I had to go back in the archive, and I found those at an Air Force One party. One of the sneaker stores out here in Atlanta had an Air Force One party, all vintage Air Force Ones. And as soon as I saw those, I was like, I had to scoop them up, bro. I had to scoop them up.
When I was in Japan, I was expecting obviously to see a bunch of Air Maxes, and they have Air Maxes, but the shoe that I saw people wearing the most was the Air Force One, which makes me feel like is Japan a little bit ahead of us? And are the Air Force Ones are they trying to make a comeback? You know, Drake dropped the Nocta, the Certified Lover Boys. We got this pair that's supposed to be dropping very soon.
And the baby blue colorway, the black
and the baby blue colorway that he released. What did he do it with? Like with Eli Manning or something?
He went to the store up NYC and they licked it. That's a fire pair. I can't wait for this pair to come out.
This is such a cool pair, man. I mean, everybody's saying like these Pandas are like the new like white Air Forces. Well, Joey Crack said, you know what? All right, I'm gonna make this colorway in an Air Force One and try to revive this thing. I know everybody who was listening to Nelly back in the early 2000s are going nuts over these, and they want these. Yep. These to me are awesome. I already got them for two of my buddies that obviously they're around my age, and they're ecstatic. The leather quality on these is really good. It's butter leather on the inside of them.
Also, they put leather on they put leather on the sock lining.
Leather on the sock lining, so it's like a very buttery leather on there. I don't know how much we can appreciate that.
It might peel your feet a little bit, but once you wear them in, that Terror Squad, and that's just a grail to have, the Terror Squad. Everyone's always wanted a Terror Squad Air Force One.
Yeah, so we got the Terror Squad right there. He put JC on the back, Joey Crack on there, the heel tab there, but really, really nice, simple Air Force One that's going to bring a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people.
Yeah, and the rumors were that pair was supposed to drop this summer. Hello, summer's over. Summer's almost over. Come on. Yo, summer's over. Where the fuck they at?
I don't know, man. I could see the strategic, like, dropping them, like, right at school, school coming back, which would be, like, this week.
So nothing. I don't Where they at?
Yet. Maybe September. I don't know. I've heard late August. I've heard September. I don't know. I haven't seen any box pairs come out. Usually you start to see some OG all box pairs once they're getting closer to release. I haven't seen them yet. So that's kind of like that natural cycle that I see with early pairs. You get the early ones with no box. Sometimes you get the extra laces. Sometimes you'll get the extra insoles. Then you'll start seeing the OG all pairs drop. Then you hear about the drop date, but no idea about these.
Nothing yet. And I know they had the white and blue pair that's supposedly a little bit more limited. I know a shop out here in Atlanta that got a pair. They were trying to ask like $1,500 or $1,600. I don't know if they still got them, but they were asking like around $1,500 for them.
Wow.
White and blue pair.
No, I haven't seen them.
So no, but yeah, that's definitely a pair that I'm looking to get. As soon as I get that in hand, my Panda Dunks are gonna go on sale for $50. Whoever wants to take them, $50, get them. I'd rather have the Air Force Ones. But listen, I think this is a portion where everybody's been waiting for. We got the 9 loyal viewers up in here. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Let's see this. Let's see some early sneakers. Let's see some unreleased, some super exclusive sneakers.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I got quite a few here. I'll obviously show one of them that I've had for a little bit, but it's going to drop August the 4th. We got
Okay.
the Crenshaw skate clubs.
Okay.
These things obviously are all over your Instagram right now if you're following sneaker news.
Yes, they are.
Beautiful pair. I reviewed these probably about 2 months ago. I love this pair, guys. Love, love, love this pair. It's all related to Toby McIntosh, who's the creator. I call him a young kid. He's 22, 23 years old. He's a young man now, but he's in Stanford studying computer science, and he also made Crenshaw Skate Club. And he just made this beautiful SB Dunk that just dropped on the market. I got some drip grip on there, but you can.
The outsole. I like the outsole. I like that outsole.
Outsole is ridiculous. These come with a gray lace. They come with a yellow lace and a burgundy lace. They also come with the replacement insole.
Oh yeah, the insoles were crazy too. I did see some early images. Yeah.
They're the insoles for them. These are crazy. The Crenshaw Skate Clubs, beautiful. That's the sign that he basically got the colors of the shoe off of, and the little icon on the back of the shoe. He's got the 9008 on the bottom of the
little details. Look at that, little details like that. They put stuff on the bottom of the air unit. That's fire.
That's the area code for Crenshaw, but amazing shoe. That's dropping very, very soon. Let's keep it in the SB family. I got a couple here that I want to show you guys.
And that was a pair that you were able to get for DJ Scheme, right? Or Ski Mask. You got one of them, right, for Ski Mask or DJ Scheme or whatever.
I did. I was able to get, like I told you, that cycle. You start getting these early pairs, no box, then you get them with the OG all. So I was lucky enough to make the connection. Shout out to JT, who's good friends with DJ Scheme, and put me in contact with them, and they had me as a special guest to their Rolling Loud performance.
I saw it. That was dope that you got to see the experience from that angle.
I was tired, man. I think I'm getting old because I had a full day of work. I went to the concert. I was there all night, and then I had to work the next day. But what a cool experience it was. Shout out to Scheme. Shout out to Ski Mask, who welcomed me with open arms. Really humble, really cool guys, man. They were not superstars. They are superstars, but they didn't treat me like that, or they didn't treat themselves like that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Right there.
Rolling out, I wore these.
That's a pair right there.
Shout out, rest in peace to Chris Spanto, Mr. Print Up, who is the owner of Born and Raised, who tragically passed away, unfortunately. But these are the Born and Raised. These have been postponed. They got canceled. Not canceled, I should say they got postponed.
Yeah.
We have no idea when these are supposed to drop, but what a freaking pair they made, man.
And they shot up in price because originally they were going for a decent price. I think they were going for like $354 early pairs, 5, and now they're in the thousands.
Yeah, these are now $1,000 shoe. I love the iridescent Nike check that gives you that pink, bluish hue to it, depending on the angle you look at it, and then the back heel tab that gives you Nike SB, and then it switches to Born SB.
That's sick.
You look at it
That's sick.
Beautiful, beautiful shoe with a bunch of details. I was gonna put out a review of these shoes, but unfortunately I did not. Obviously, with everything that happened with it, I didn't want it to be, taken in the wrong light. I wanted to show my respect, but you could tell I'm wearing them, man. I'm definitely
getting your wares. Yeah.
I'm rocking. I wore these in, a festival. Not a good idea to wear your shoes, but I apparently did.
Yeah, we all have those shoes where we're like, should we wear these today? It's gonna rain, or should we wear these today? We're gonna do a lot of walking. Nah, let's switch to something, something else.
Staying with the SBs, these are supposed to be coming out September, October, November. Who freaking knows? But these are the SB Dunk. These are the Tight Booth. Tight Booth. I don't know if you guys could appreciate that. It says Tight Booth there with that little orange tab.
I see that.
This is a skate company based out of Osaka, Japan. And I thought these were really cool. There's the Nike check is 3M reflective.
Oh wow. Okay.
As well as the tongue is 3M reflective, so it's really, really cool. I love the embossment that they did on the leather here on the outer panels. They did like kind of like some slashes on there. Really,
and
really.
The suede looks good. You know what SB, the materials are always on point with SBs.
Beautiful suede with the black on the panels there, the outer panel and the heels here. Nice little Nike hit on the back there.
Halloween inspired. Is that what it is going for? I know that's just their colors.
You know, I unofficially call this the Halloween shoe. I think there's an Air Force One that they just dropped. It's all black with the glow-in-the-dark sole.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the candy corn with the bite mark on the SB. I'm not a fan of those either. I'm calling these the unofficial Halloween shoe for me.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, it's got the colors.
Black
Beautiful
and orange.
Shoe, the Typhoon. These are the ones that I gave to Ski Mask. He loved them. And
that's definitely his vibe. That's his vibe.
Right? That's what I thought too. It's coming with the orange lace as well. It's got the white lace on there. And then there's a black lace that's somewhere here in this room. But 3 colored alternative laces. Beautiful shoe. Osaka, Japan. All these SBs are coming out and they're beautiful, man. I love this shoe. I haven't done enough research to understand what the slashes mean, but once I get them, I'll let you guys know.
Maybe it's those bumps in the sidewalks, bro. In Japan, bro, got me tight, bro. I know. Hey, listen, I know this might be messed up. I know it's for the blind and the disabled, but bro, lugging my luggage through all of Japan with those yellow bumps going everywhere. God, I was like, yo, man. What the fuck? I was like,
if you go to Japan, get a backpack because if you're rolling your bags through those subways and the
those
trains,
bumps.
Everything is. You're probably right, you know, because skateboarders hate those bumps.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Maybe that's what that means, man. Those little bumps on there.
Oh man, I know my wife was tight because we were pushing a stroller because my son is 1.5, so we were pushing a stroller. She was getting stuck every time going. I'm like, bro, that's one thing. Damn, that's funny. Let's see. Was that all the early heat, or you got more? Oh, we got one. Oh, okay. This is probably my favorite one because the colorway is fire. This is probably my favorite one based off of the t-shirt. What's on feet? That colorway is clean. Is that gray or blue? I don't want to be colorblind. It's gray. It's gray.
It's
gray, brown, pink.
Gray, brown, pink.
That's an early. That's an early 2000 colorway. That's an early 2000 colorway.
Guys.
I need that.
Handed it along with the Jarritos, probably with the Crenshaws.
SB Force.
Oh, the Pioneer.
SB Force, yeah. But this one right here?
These are ridiculous. These are ridiculous. If you guys don't know about these are the Yuto Origomis. Yuto is a skateboarder from Tokyo, Japan. What I'm trying to show you there is it says Yuto on the front.
Okay, I got you. Yes,
yeah,
I see it.
I'm trying to show you. Yuto Origami.
So I got his name.
He's from Tokyo, Japan. He won the first gold medal in the Olympics for skateboarding, for street skate. And Nike said, "You're nasty. We're going to get you a shoe." So this is apparently his logo, the crossed feathers right there on the back heel tab. The color choices are beautiful. It comes with a white lace, with a brown lace, and with a pink lace. I threw the pink lace on there.
Had to. Pink lace is a must.
Beautiful shoe. It's got the brown outsole
with the pink.
With the pink little hit in there.
And that also looks like the Stussy SB. That Stussy, that brown and pink Stussy SB from the early 2000s. The Neapolitan, right. I think.
Right, the leather.
Yeah.
Stussy.
Yeah, that brown and pink one. That's the vibe it gives me. Beautiful.
This shoe is ridiculous. Oh, and then on the inside tongue, it's got the same feather with the gray and the pink. It's the insole is again as well the feather, which I don't exactly know what it means. I've looked into it quite a bit. It's probably his personal brand logo, but I don't know what the meaning behind it is. I'm pretty good at finding out stuff like that, but I couldn't come to a conclusion on it. So I'm gonna let Yuto tell a story. Those are supposed to be they're supposed to be dropping in April. In August. OG all pairs have already hit the market. So that means that I think they're going to be late August, probably first thing in September. What a freaking shoe.
Imagine going to Tokyo to pick them up. It'd probably be even crazier. It'd probably be even harder.
Oh, man.
I don't know, maybe.
I wore these in Japan. I wore them at Mount Fuji, and on my way to the subway, some guy stops me. He points at them, a Japanese man in a full suit because they're all dressed business-like.
Business.
He stops me and he goes, Yuto. And he knew what shoes they were off of my foot. So Japan is super ecstatic about this shoe. They know about it off the blogs. And I wore those in April. So they've known about them for a while. Guys, go after that shoe. They're already dropping the merch for it. I was able to get these.
Yeah, I think that is definitely a pair that if I can try to get this year, I'm definitely trying to pick up that pair. That pair is crazy. I love the colorway, materials, and then now the story being from, since we've both been to Japan, so we're a little Japan cultured over here,
Man,
we got the Japanese culture over here.
It's like when they say like you go to a different country and the person comes back and they're like, oh man, you gotta go to France. Like that's how I feel like every time I tell somebody, oh, you gotta go to Japan. Oh, sushi's not the same anymore. I'm that guy.
Yeah. I definitely see that. No, but that's a fire. That's a fire shoe.
Fire shoe. Sticking with the whole skateboarding theme. I obviously I'm a sucker for the themed shoes.
Yeah.
Yuto is part of April Skate Shops, and they're a skateboard company out of Australia. They're coming out with the April Skate Shops.
That one's so clean too, bro.
Super clean, beautiful colorway. It's a hairy suede with the teal, kind of like I guess I would call it an aqua teal color.
Kind of like the turbo green, the turbo green Air Jordan, right? Kind of that bluish.
You could say that. I would go with that as well. It's the outer paneling is white, but it's got like a netted material on the outer paneling in here. The toe box is a crumbled leather.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so it's a nice crumbled leather there on the toe box. Really, really nice, beautiful. The tongue is like a waterproof protected material.
They went out on this one. They're showing out on this pair.
Crazy, beautiful pair. It's got the nice subtle hit of April on the side there. The beautiful reflective metallic Nike check that you could appreciate there.
And the check doesn't wrap around either. I like that the check is right there, like kind of like in the middle. It stops.
Yeah, that's so true. It just stops in the middle there, which is kind of cool. I didn't notice that till you pointed that out. Thank you. And then it's got the Nike and the silver lettering. On the other one, I believe it says, I think it's April on the other one.
That's tough. That's tough. That pair, yo. Oh, man. There's so many nice pairs coming out. And I like that they went with the mesh and the suede, but then the leather and the toe box. Like, I like that they went with the 3 different materials.
Look at the outsole on these.
The rose. Oh, wow.
The beautiful rose. April Skate Shop. It's on all their skateboards. It's iced out. So once you wear them, you're going to bang them up unless you got some drip grip or something on there that you want to put on there. And then the insoles, it's orange with the rose. And it's the same on both sides.
I wonder why they went with orange. Is orange another color of theirs?
Oh, sorry, not even orange. It's a gradient orange purple with the rose on there. So it's really, really cool. I like that, but it gives it a little bit of a different vibe on there.
Yeah, it's details, bro. It's little details. No one's gonna see the insole. The insole's gonna be on your foot, and it's fun. We got the metal aglets.
Aglets on there with the white laces. The other lace is another white SB lace. So I didn't get an alternative on this one, nor have I seen alternate laces for these. So I think they're just coming in white. And then just like every SB, they got little details on the bottom of the inside of the tongue.
That was May 15th.
Established May 15th, 2019. So that's the day I think that the April Skateboard was established.
Oh, okay. So they're newer. Would you say that newer?
Very new. Yeah, they're very new. But Nike's going with the whole Yuto. Now the Aprils. These were gonna be released, then canceled, then gonna be released again. So apparently they're coming out. There's rumors of this same shoe, but purple as one of the sample pairs. A pink one. One of the sample pairs.
A pink would be crazy.
Who knows? But these are disgusting. Beautiful, beautiful shoe.
I think low-key this one and the one right before it, the Yutos are my top. I mean, all of them are fire. I mean, it's like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. But if I had to have 2, I think I'm adding those 2 to the rotation.
Let's take a little break from the SBs real quick.
The heat doesn't stop. This this is a controversial pair, not because any controversy is behind it, but just because how the sneaker world feels about it.
Right. What do you think? What's your take on these?
So I know everyone's been saying that he's been taking inspiration from the Nike Footscape, the woven Footscapes.
Right.
I was never a fan of the Footscapes, just not my style, not my swag, not my style.
Gotcha.
Now I like that they're doing something different on an Air Force One, an Air Jordan 1.
Right.
But not my favorite. Now,
Yeah.
by me saying that, I talk so much shit about the Air Jordan 4 Union LA, the black and the guava, and those two colorways have grown on me. I like them. The other three or two other colorways, not that big of a fan. So maybe this shoe might grow on me. It looks a lot better in hand because I've seen this one in hand specifically. So I like it, but I'm torn on it. It's an eyesore in the middle.
I know. And when I saw the pictures of these, I was like, hell no.
Nope.
No, thank you. Not a fan.
Why are early pictures always taken with an iPhone 3 in a closet? Like every early photos take, not even an iPhone 3. I'm giving them credit. Like a Samsung flip phone. Like I swear someone's taking this with a Nextel.
You'll see like this.
It's like early leak. I'm like, why the hell do I want to see that?
Like this. Early leak.
But yeah, it's definitely grown on me. So what do you think about them, having them in person?
This is how I get sent to me. Early leak.
You're like what the? You're like, what is that?
Early leak. You want them?
Yeah, sure. Give them to me.
Yeah, I think the more I have these in person, the more I like them because of the neutrality of the colors with a little bit of the yellow popping through. I think it's a shoe that's wearable just because of the neutral gray with the white. It's easy to match with a couple of things, and it's got a little yellow accent on there. It's definitely a conversation piece. If people see it, they're going to ask about it. Love it or hate it type of a shoe. I'm leaning more towards love it because I didn't like them at first. I got them in hand. More I look at them, the more I want to rock them. So
you haven't worn them yet?
For me, sorry.
Have you worn them yet? Have you worn them?
I wore them for some pictures. I haven't stepped out with them.
Can you feel the stitching on your foot, like the baseball stitching, or no? Can you feel it on your foot?
No. It's completely. It's got a thin fabric on the inside that doesn't let you feel it. So you can't like push through like if your toes pushing through like a water moccasin or something.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No. But those are ones that are coming out.
I want to see those in maybe a different colorway. Maybe that might do it for me. Because I'm not even that big of a fan of the neutral gray, the 85 cut. So maybe that's what it is for me. So maybe if a different colorway, maybe something it might catch my eye. I don't want to say anything yet because, like I said, I talked so much shit about the Union Air Jordan 4s, and I actually want to add the black pair to my collection, the Off Noir. Yeah. And I talked so much shit for years about it, and now I actually want to add those to the collection. So
yeah, those guavas are crazy. I still don't have the Union one, the original ones that came out, the blue and the black pair.
I regret that. I regret that pair because I was offered not the blue pair, because that Storm blue pair was always going for thousands of dollars, but I was offered the black and red pair for $475, and I said no. And now, I don't have it. No, I said $475. I said nah. I'm okay. And
man, I would love to get that for that price right now. Crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely a fire show.
I got one more early pair. It's not like a big crescendo or anything, but just to finish out, I think I've shown you the SBs dropping for the next year.
Hey, SB alert.
Here's one that I actually have worn already. Not a lot of people know about this one. Do you know which one this is?
I've heard of it. I don't know the exact name, but I've heard of that AP branding. I've seen pictures of this shoe.
Yeah, Albino and Preto. They're a jiu-jitsu clothing company. They make the gis. You know, jiu-jitsu. You wear it looks like a karate uniform, but I don't want to be disrespectful. But it's a gi, actually. But it's a gi. You can wear gi or no gi when you do jiu-jitsu. I'm not gonna act like I know what jiu-jitsu is, but Albino and Preto is the company that makes it, and they made the Nike SB for them in that gi material. So if it's all beige, it's literally like if you have a gi on, it's literally like a karate thick cloth-like material throughout the entirety of the shoe with a little hit of the black Nike check there with the white lining running through there. Super cool shoe. Very simple black outsole with the white midsole. Only one lace, which is the beige coloring on there. The
all over cream shoe. Fire.
Insole of the shoes got the albino and preto on the heel there.
Okay, we got the colors in there.
A couple colors in there. If you're looking at the shoe at an angle on the Nike check, I'm gonna see if I can get it. Oh wow,
yeah.
Some red peering through there. So there looks like there's some red or maybe orange that's supposed to be breaking through there.
Is it a cutaway material?
Rumors say that the cutaway material underneath is supposed to be the different color belts that you get from jiu-jitsu.
Oh, you gotta break the internet. You gotta break the internet. You gotta cut them. You gotta break the internet.
I know. I don't want to mess them up. I love the way they look like this.
I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. That's crazy.
Nobody's cut them open yet. Nobody.
Now, do you know why Nike would collab with this brand? Like, is Nike trying to tap into martial arts, or are they like established or anything like that? Do you know what the significance is collaborating with this brand is?
That's a big question that I have looking at this shoe. I don't know. I know Nike likes working with smaller brands that send a big message, kind of like Crenshaw Skate Club. I love that they do that. I don't know much about it that I can't speak on, but I don't know. I honestly don't.
Yeah, because has Nike worked with a martial artist before? Like, common ground.
Good question.
Like anything like that? Like any like martial sport, like hand-to-hand combat, UFC, boxing? Has there been any?
No, because UFC was Reebok for the longest time.
Yeah, UFC or any MMA fighters or anything like that? Nothing like that. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure UFC's pretty locked down when it comes to like their branding and keeping their people in the right thing. I know that Conor McGregor had and John Jones, they had like a Reebok at one point, but nobody's ever done Nike. That's interesting. Isn't that odd? Like Nike's in pretty much every sport. But MMA, they're not.
Martial arts. Maybe they're trying to tap in. Maybe you gotta get on it. Hey, listen, I'm a big. Hey, you dated yourself back in the '90s, back in the '80s. Karate movies is where it's at, bruh. Karate movies, Wu-Tang karate movies. Come on, man. Come on.
I made a reel.
I saw that. That tiger style.
Yeah, man. When I was in Koyasan in the mountains, and I was with the Buddhist monks.
We gotta tap back into that karate style. We gotta tap back in. So maybe Nike is starting to, maybe they want to get into martial arts. I don't know.
Who knows, man? Maybe. Who knows? But I think it's kind of interesting. Some of these, like I dive into it, and I can't get much of the story. Other ones I can. But the whole point is that when the SBs, why I love buying them early is because they tell the story so dang well. And when they do that, they get me every single time. I love the story. I love wearing the shoe and then telling people about it and giving them the little details behind each thing. It just gets them really, really excited. So I love what they're doing. We'll wait to see what Albino and Preto is going to do.
Oh, yeah, no. And, I mean, that's what most of these sneakers are. Most of these sneakers are stories. Basically things that make us feel good. You know, Spider-Man Air Jordan 1s. You know, you love Spider-Man. You might not. You might love Marvel. Something that makes us feel good. Something that represents our culture, our home, our background. Things that we're passionate about, bro. Things that we're passionate about.
Absolutely, man. It's been a crazy, crazy year for SBs. One of my favorites so far with everything that's dropped. I love seeing it, but I'm excited for all these pairs, man. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Thank you for letting me share them with you guys, man. This is fun.
Of course. No, yeah, this is something that I like to do. I came across your video going to Worm. I was like, let me see. This guy seems super interesting. I'm like, let me go check him out. I went. I saw your Instagram. I was like, let me just DM him. Let me see. I don't know if he'll respond because it's hit or miss with people. You might message somebody. They never reply back to you. And I was like, right. I like his collection. He was super knowledgeable. Every pair that you were pulling out at Worm, you had a story behind it. I was like, this is a perfect podcast, live stream guest to tell his story, to tell other stories about sneakers. And this is something that we we have a love for it, a passion. I never met you, you never met me, but we just spent the last 2 hours of our life that talking about sneakers. So this is something that is something special.
Sneakers is a language, my friend.
Yeah.
Sneakers is a language of its own. I tell people this all the time. It's a language.
Yeah, it's a language. It's building. It's everything. So let's see. Is chat saying anything? How does he get his unreleased sneakers? Listen, he's not gonna say that. Come on. Hey, listen, I wanted to ask that question because I was hoping he was gonna say something. But hey, I know he's not gonna say nothing. Listen, chat, don't be asking dumb questions. He's not gonna say where he gets his sneakers from, bro. He gets it from a person.
So many people ask me this question. Obviously, I can't. I'm sure my plug would love it because they would have so many more customers. I can't do it. But you know what? JT and I, we love being creative. I'm just going to have to do a reel and show you guys who the plug is and do it in a creative way. So look out for that reel, man. I might show you guys who the plug is.
Hey, plug dropping soon. If we're looking, plug is dropping soon. Let's see. We got Ed, and Eddie in the building. What a funny-ass name. All right. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to mess with. Hey, listen, you mean Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. Come on, man. Come on. We're a little friendly family. Baby. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's late.
It's late. That's funny, but listen, I appreciate you taking your time talking to me. Listen, this is a good relationship. We're gonna expand upon this. We're gonna get him more on IG lives, TikTok lives, more YouTube. We're gonna keep growing this friendship, and let's see where it takes us. I appreciate everybody in chat right now for tuning in, staying for the almost 2-hour live stream. Sheesh, time went by flying. And listen, I'm pretty sure we could have talked for another 3 to 4 hours of all the sneakers that he has behind him and that I have behind myself. But it's been a fire live stream. I appreciate it. Make sure to check him out. I will have everything in the description box down below. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to check him out. Is it Shoe Game MD everywhere? Or is it just Instagram?
Shoe Game MD all together on all platforms. Please message me, say what's up, ask me any questions. I'm super available. I'm actually a real doctor. I'm really an actual doctor.
I'm not playing the doctor. I'm a real doctor.
I know, because people ask me that all the time. I really am. So when I'm working, it's very hard. We've been trying to do this vlog for a while. My schedule's been absolutely crazy since I got back from Japan. But it's my day off, my first day off in a while, and I'm doing this because I love the sneaker game, man, and I love sharing it with you guys. So please reach out, Shoe Game MD everywhere. I'm more than happy to chop it up with you guys, and maybe I'll be coming to a city near you.
Hey, listen, stay tuned for that video. Listen, chat, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this. Let's run it up. We're on our road to 5,000 subs. I'm trying to hit that by, let's say, the next 6 months. Make sure to show some love. Comment down below your favorite unreleased sneaker that you saw in today's live stream. And like I said, show some love on all of our socials. TA Vlogs everywhere. Shoe Game MD everywhere. It's been a blessing. Last chat right here. I'm going to read the last chat right here. He's my favorite guest you've had. Look at that. He's my favorite guest you've had. And listen, we've had some big time guests. And he's the favorite. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. Like I said, run it up. Let's get it.